I'm going next
All right, do you look
tomorrow.
normal?
You
Whatever
look
you
normal.
want.
Yo, so tell me about like you deleting your social media because I was thinking about it.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because ever since like I stopped it's the same thing with music and like social media, TikTok and Instagram and stuff. It's like I feel like it's bringing me a distraction. That the phase that I am in my life right now, like those kind of things are taking away my attention from where I want to direct it towards. And you did it, and I haven't done it because I feel like it's not distracting me right now because discipline plays a big part of it. Like I'm not doom scrolling anymore. I'm planning my days out and see how it goes, and it's been working well. And now, for reasons that you guys know about, I'm not gonna deactivate my Instagram, but
Yeah.
that's it. But like, how
But
do
I
you?
feel like your work is like part of your Instagram too.
Yeah, but I stopped doing that work. Like I'm not.
But like you're still posting like on TikTok and Instagram.
I'm not.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're saying that you don't use social media as a way to connect with people anymore?
That's why I'm not deleting anymore because of the people that I'm connecting with. But like, so when I first had that idea, it was like, okay, I'm in a stage right now where a lot of stuff is changing. Like you get like, a lot of stuff is changing. So I'm like, okay, everything that I want to do in life is get more educated on topics that matter, get my like physical right, get my mental right, and come back to a stage where I find myself again, right? But if I spend a lot of time, if I spend like the majority of my time doing music, even though that's a good thing, it's a good outlet, it's a good way to like express yourself. All I'm focusing right now is what's internally and keeping it there and like retaining it there. And music, like I love it to death, but I want to put it to the side in a way to show discipline. Like I can really detach myself from this for the time that I need to do it for, so I can focus on the things that matter the most for me right now. Like I'm 21 and music is cool and is doing well, but at the same time, who am I as a person? After the thing happened, I lost the sense of who I was because I was attached to my mentality. And I'm reading this book that talks about presence. You can't get attached to your mentality because a lot of the things that happen in your life are not who you are. Those are just situations that happen in your life. So I put everything that was in 2024, left it there, and I'm trying to start. And I'm trying to start a new page when it comes to that. I have this mic on, so y'all voices got picked up, but now it's actually now the mics are working.
Okay.
Yours was not on?
Mine was on,
Oh.
and mine like picks up a lot of stuff. So like,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So that's why I stopped. I'm trying to stay away from social media as much as I can, and only use it for things like connecting with people, and not as a portfolio anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to take like a break from that.
Are you also not using it as a form of like pleasure? Like from scrolling?
That's why I want to take it away. That's why I want to take it away because I don't want to use it as pleasure because the recreational purposes that I have or had social media for, what are those things doing to my life but dumb scrolling? Like that's the same reason why you stopped doing it
Yeah.
because you were studying and you were getting distracted.
Right, yeah. I deleted everything and I feel like it made a really big difference on like my mindset and like my focus, and it like reminded me every time I didn't go onto Instagram or TikTok, it's because I'm focusing and I'm studying and I'm like I have goals that I'm trying to reach right now.
So that's pretty much it. How did you feel like after doing it? Like, do you feel like, is it like a thing that you just let go of and you're like, oh, it's finally over? Or is it like you get withdrawals from like, oh, now I'm bored. I want to
That's
go on
what I'm
social
thinking,
media. But it's
yeah.
like, in that case, I would be like, I'm bored. Wait, let me do something productive instead of going on social media.
Yeah. I think like you start doing things that are productive, like you fill it with productive things versus I'm sitting here scrolling and I'm spending hours like just wasting time essentially.
And hours do go by. Like you go on
Yeah, you don't
TikTok
realize
it,
and
yeah.
it's gone.
Look at your
That's
screen
true.
time, like you'll
Let me see
you'll
my
be
screen
shocked.
time right now.
Yeah, my screen time
time
is
is
way
cool.
down since deleting everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to check mine because, but yo, planning your day has been life changing for me. Like when I'm at work,
Do you make lists?
yeah.
Yes,
So
that's a game changer.
we write down a lot of stuff at work. So I grab my little notepad and my pen and I start like, okay, wake up, and I create a routine for like the next day. Or I write down the one that I had today because it's all organized now. And I'm like, wake up, I pray, and then I get up just as soon as as soon as what's it called? Freaking alarm hits, and I'm like, I don't want to stay in bed and like sleep for 30 more minutes. Now I'm just gonna wake up and start the day. I drink water and then I prepare my breakfast, and then I eat a good like high protein breakfast, and then I go to work. And the changes that I've seen is like I'm not hungry at work in between lunch and break and stuff, like the in between where you're like, I'm hungry, I can't wait to go to break. You know what I mean? I feel like
Because you
over.
started
Yeah.
making a list.
Yeah, because I started making a list, and with that being said, it's like, okay, now I will do my breakfast, and I will eat good before I leave home. Excuse me. And then for break, I'll eat fruits, and then for lunch, I prepared food last night so I can bring it to work tomorrow. And everything is organized and everything's planned, so there isn't a single second in my day that isn't planned. Therefore, nothing is being wasted. Does that make sense?
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
So then everything it just gets done, and it's like I feel so like fulfilled at the end of the day because it's like I had a great day today. Like everything that I said I was gonna do, I did, and it's all because I wrote it down and I just stuck to the plan.
Is this with or without social media?
This is with social media.
You didn't plan time to scroll on TikTok.
I had my priorities wrong the whole time. Oh no, I didn't. There's not. No, I actually don't, because I want to fill up that schedule with like everything that is productive that
Busy
can work.
things.
Okay, so I prepare my breakfast. I go to work, and then after work, I'm gonna go get my nails done. I got my nails did, and then after that, I'm going to look at guinea pigs. And I thought we were doing it at 5, so that day was really tight because it was like 2:45. I get to the nail salon, and then at 3:30 I'm done. So I go to see that until like 4:30. Then I was gonna go to the gym for like just to do cardio for like 30 minutes or an hour, and then we were gonna come here. But then I didn't go to the gym because I was like, you low-key need a rest day completely.
Yes.
And just recover. And
I
because
was telling
it
you
did,
that the other day. Yeah.
I was. This is
Good.
the first day that I actually miss on purpose. Like, okay, and I feel good about it because
Yeah.
it creates a feeling in my body like, oh, you didn't go to the gym today. It doesn't feel so good, but it feels good because it's a rest day.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I would have been like going to the gym like every other day, missing a day wouldn't be so heavy.
Right.
But because it shows that you're creating a habit and a pattern in your life
Right.
that is ultimately just healthy for you.
We need a rest day from everything.
Yeah.
You're right.
Gym, work, school.
You feel
Rest
like I'm
days
getting
are so
overwhelmed?
important.
Yeah, like it's
I-
important to schedule days where you relax or like
Yeah.
just have even like a couple hours to just relax.
Right. When you showed me
Wait.
your log of clocking into the gym, he showed me his log. He clocked in
Yeah, that's how I am at school.
every single day. But you need a rest day, even like just for your body, like not mentally, but like physically.
That is
Your
crazy.
body gets tired. You're not supposed to hit the gym every day.
How do you not fail to teach me stuff? It's the second day in a row I'm starting to question you. Because it is true, like, am I getting overwhelmed by every task that I'm doing?
You're feeling like
Even if they're
pressure to
productive.
go every day.
Oh, I'd rather have that pressure than pressure like, oh, I haven't checked my Instagram today. Look, on January only, like I've gone every day, but December,
You want every day.
like every day, 9 days straight, 10, and then I don't know what happened then, but I missed Christmas and the weekends that I went to New York and Canada.
You're going to get burnt out from the gym. At one point, it's going to feel tiring for you. And you're going to start to hate it.
Actually,
At some point. Just
You're
like
right.
at a
It's
job,
good,
like you
though,
get
to,
burnt
like,
out.
have that in your schedule every day. It like you start to have a really good mentality when you plan that out every day.
That's true.
That's been the biggest change for me like this past year. Was like planning out going to the gym every day and like that
I
being
know,
part of
I
my
saw you.
schedule. Yeah.
I was like, look at what's Zaina doing here with you?
I'm being inspired to
support.
delete my social media right now.
Do you feel like is there anything in your life that social media is blocking you,
You
from
should
doing?
try it. You should see how it goes.
Like time, yeah.
Mm.
Time for like homework. And I feel like
Interviews.
this next semester I'm about to get so busy with
Yep.
2 jobs and
Oh.
home and an extra class. Like
Mhm.
TikTok takes up probably most
Yeah.
of my time, honestly, because I scroll for
Yeah.
hours on that.
What was your awakening? This goes to both of y'all. Well, to you because you're like
Yeah.
thinking about it. To be like, I am going to take this action.
Yeah, I feel like I had the biggest mindset change like in 2023.
Oh, so this has been going for that
yeah,
long?
so I
we're
started
behind.
like going to the gym every day consistently. And then I also feel like I started focusing on school that much more when I was like in that mindset of like I'm getting things done, I'm being productive. That year I got my internship and that was like crazy.
Can you walk us through the process?
I need to know.
Like, I need to know what apps you deleted first. Like
That like came after I started focusing on myself more. Like
okay.
once I was like in that state, then I was like, what else can I be doing more to be more productive?
Oh, okay, so I'm behind.
then-
yeah.
That's when I like deleted that, and I noticed a big change.
What'd you delete first?
I deleted TikTok first because
Okay.
that's
It's the biggest.
You just go for hours.
for so long.
That's
like
true.
the little things that come up, like, hey, you've been scrolling, like
Yeah.
for so long, like that would happen all the time.
And you would just sit in bed and it's so comfortable because like you just keep wondering what the next thing is gonna be, but that takes a lot of time.
Okay, TikTok is bad, but what about Instagram? 'Cause-
Instagram's easy for me. Honestly, I don't like Instagram. And I re-downloaded Instagram coming home for winter. So I re-downloaded TikTok and Instagram. I spent so much time on TikTok, it's not even funny.
Like, cause you have time off, so like it makes sense.
Instagram, like, when you're scrolling, like, you don't even realize, but you're, like, comparing yourself and, like, all that stuff. And I think that
Let's
also
talk for
goes
hours
hand,
now.
hand in hand with, like, the recent events of, like, we're both went
Yeah.
through a breakup
Yeah.
right before the New Year's. And, like, I just think that's really not
Wait,
great for your
that's
mental health,
crazy.
to be honest.
That was the awakening point for me. I was like, oh my God. Remember the microphone. You're
Sorry.
doing good though, so it's picking up.
Okay.
That was my awakening point. I was like, because when you're in that relationship for that long and then you go out of it, it's like, oh wait. That's when you realize one mistake that I feel like after you finish your first relationship, hopefully it goes well like it did for both of us. Like it was separation, like it just went normal.
Yeah.
So it was no like cheating or no problem that caused it. It was more like, okay, I feel like all right. You realize that my life was surrounded by this person for so long. Like everything depended on them. Like they meant that much. And now that they're not here, it's like, oh, wait, who actually am I? I got a lot of questions. I was like, I have so much free time that I don't know what to do with it. And I realized all the mistakes that I had done. So I really had a lot of homework to do. I was like, oh my God, I need to take a step back, forget about everything else and focus on what I need to get done to be a better person for myself. Because, it really opens your eyes. So I was like, what's taking time away from me? Because I feel like when I was in that relationship, my main problem, one of the first things I noticed after it was done, that it was like my attention was in so many things, like you're saying, at the same time, that even if I put 50% on her and then 5% on like 20 other things, it's like all of these little things don't matter as much as I thought. I could have invested all that time into the things that did matter, like her, like my family time, like the things that I actually enjoy doing that bring me a positive like outcome from it. And then when the relationship was over, I'm like, forget about everything else. I want to focus on like hanging out with friends that matter to me. Like not like the other ones don't matter, but like my priority friends that make me feel good when I'm around y'all. Like I have this tracker I have this little page on my board now that I track how the days go. There's colors for different feelings, like emotional day, uneventful day, average day, and then amazing day. Every time that I've hung out with y'all this past week has been like an amazing day. So it's like green and then orange, green, orange, orange, orange.
Love it.
Because I've been like doing things that
Yeah.
actually make me happy, and it's relieving because I now realize that I haven't done that in so long. I did enjoy time with
I feel the
her
exact
and
same
with some
way
friends,
right
but
now.
now it's like I feel no pressure on not doing these things. Like I hung out with this person that I feel like I was doing them more a favor than I was doing myself. Like I love y'all, but it's like I'd rather spend time with these kind of people.
Right.
Nothing wrong with you. It's just a me thing. And grown people are able to be like, that makes sense. Go be happy. Like that's why I tell you, like, if you need alone time with this person, or if you need to like cancel plans for any reason, just tell me. You're good. You have a life too. It doesn't matter. Like we're cool. We can plan this another time. Doesn't matter. But then people get mad at it. It's like, oh, you cut me off.
Yeah, not a lot of people are.
Yeah, but
Have
like
that
you also don't
mindset.
want to
Bruh.
surround yourself with people who are gonna be like that.
That's true.
That's
yeah.
right. But you only
Yeah.
realize that when you don't.
Yeah.
Because we were stuck, we were slaves of that for a long time. Like, okay, if I say no to this person right now, they might be mad tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't realize how draining it is until you come out of it, and it's like, and you meet people that aren't like that, and you're like,
Mhm.
I feel comfortable.
Right.
Like, this feels nice. Like, I want to hang out with y'all now. You know what I mean?
And honestly, I feel like I was one of those friends for a while. Like, where I would be like, oh, wait, you didn't want to hang out or, like, whatever. And I feel like that's also been a recent change for me as well.
Recent?
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Really?
I feel like maybe because we didn't hang out as much.
Yeah.
So I never was a victim of it.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all been through that.
Yeah,
You
like
live in
there's
your
definitely,
life.
Yeah,
definitely
You live in your life.
stages.
I've been like that.
Yeah, there's definitely stages of your life where you feel like you like need people, and like recently I'm realizing like it's okay to like have time to yourself. And, like,
Yes.
those are even like the best times.
I think as we've grown up,
Yeah,
you and I have definitely
yeah,
learned
and that's
to,
why we've like
yeah,
connected
right,
recently,
yeah, exactly. Because like we're okay with being alone.
Yeah, I love being alone.
I love being
actually.
alone. I
It's sick.
enjoy after high school. I enjoyed being no one in the hometown.
Mhm.
Can do my own thing. I didn't have to worry about hanging out with anyone.
It's so peaceful.
My friends were away at school, but I could go visit them when I want to. But I'm not obligated to hang out with them every day anymore. It was so chill.
I know.
It
And
was
then
good
and then
time.
once you reconnect with those people that don't hold a grudge against you for taking that space for
Yes,
yourself,
it's so great.
like, oh, we're cool?
Right.
Like, I need you close.
Right. Like I can go without months without seeing Sophie, but like when
Yeah.
we
You
see
do
each
it.
other again,
We
like
just
it's
like
like
pick up where we
normal.
left
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
And that's like I feel like adulting, honestly, because you're not gonna be
know.
with your friends
Yeah. All the time.
24/7.
You got stuff to get
and you
done.
shouldn't be with your friends
Yeah.
24/7. I think that's so unhealthy.
Yeah, and we're all really busy because we all have our
Exactly.
own things that we're really interested in and we're super
Right.
focused on.
Yeah.
And we still manage to make time when we do have free
Exactly.
time to hang out once in a while, and everything's cool. And I feel like that's when you realize, like, we are grown now. It's not market basket times 4
Yeah,
years
right.
ago.
Yeah.
It's not like when you
Yeah.
guys were in high school and like all that prom stuff. It's like it a lot of things have changed, and you don't notice until you're right now and you look back. And
Right.
you're like, we hung out like a lot for a while. Like I used to hang out with Zach all the time,
Yeah.
and now it doesn't happen. It's like I'm busy. I'm
Right.
21 years old. That's crazy. to me.
Yeah.
Especially because when I met you, I was 18,
Yep.
17.
Yeah,
And
I was
17 is a
17.
little kid, and now it's 21.
Right.
Like,
And
20,
we were
21 was
when we
4
were
years ago.
kids, it was fine to be hanging out with your friends.
yeah,
every
because you don't have
day.
anything else to do.
We
but
were in
school.
high school. Like we
Yeah.
didn't have serious jobs or like serious work. Like we were just having fun. And I think that's
You go through phases.
normal. That's fine. Yeah. If
Yeah.
you're in high school and you don't have any serious obligations, you should have fun. Hang out with your friends as much as you can. Because when you grow up, you don't see them as often, but that's just adulthood.
That's crazy. And yeah, like it's phases that you go through in life, and it's really good to have people around you that respect those phases. Like, oh, I understand that you weren't in school, so why would I get mad at you because you don't want to hang out at 2 in the afternoon
Exactly.
Yeah.
in May?
Yeah.
Or like whenever you're busy at school, like you're going back to school now.
All right.
Imagine if I held a grudge against you because
You
you don't
went
want to
back.
drive 2 hours here to
Right,
hang
yeah.
out.
Oh yeah,
Right, like-
exactly.
God, it's like, what does that say about you though? Like, do you not have anything better to do?
Like we might not have time to drive 2 hours to go see Sophie this semester because
Oh no, I will have time.
Denzel will have time.
make
I
time.
mean,
But we will make
not
time.
every day.
Yeah,
You know what
not
I mean?
every
Yeah.
week. Like
but at the same time, I like to see it from another perspective. It's like I don't know what another person is going through. They might not be as busy for their own reasons. So I don't want to judge on that. The problem happens when you've been that way for as long as
the
I've
problem
known
is when you rely on your friends. At one point
you. Too much.
you need to branch off and like do your own thing.
Have your own life.
Not
Create.
follow your friends around.
Develop
Wherever
your
they
own
go.
tastes
Yeah.
and likes. Like,
Your own life.
have y'all developed the ability to go alone somewhere?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
y'all like alone time. I would go to a movie theater alone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
would be
would
so
totally do that
comfortable
too,
to do
yeah.
that now. If you asked me that 2 years ago, I would say no, absolutely
Yeah.
not though.
There's some people that still won't even like go to the mall alone. And I'm like, come on, like it's not that big. Like you just
Yeah.
go and shop. I love shopping alone.
Yes.
I actually prefer to shop alone.
Me too.
That's
I don't like
original
somebody
way.
following me.
Mhm.
I take my time.
But I bet you also like shopping with some friends sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
So you just don't mind going alone. Like,
No, I don't mind it at all. I like going alone. I can listen to whatever music I like in
I
my
know,
car.
plug it.
I don't have to worry about if someone likes the music I'm playing.
Dude, I think it was like on the Market Basket times that I had a confidence development phase where I was like, I can just be myself, and it just became cool. And I realized you don't have to rely on somebody else to make plans work. And I started doing this thing. I want to go somewhere. I want to go to the beach. And I would invite some friends. Do you want to come with me to the beach? And if they said no, I'm still going to the beach.
Right.
But if you want to come, you can tag
Yeah.
along. But if you don't go, I'm not going to stay at home because you don't want to go. Like,
Right.
you got to go out and live life. Traveling alone is sick.
It is sick, yeah.
Like, just going on a plane alone or going somewhere far alone, it's like somewhere where you're not used to being is crazy. So imagine what life would be like if you if you needed somebody to go with you everywhere. You would not go anywhere as much.
You would
And
miss out on so
you
many
would miss out.
experiences.
Yeah, you would.
And at this age, you low-key got to grow your own wings and dip and come back.
That's
Whoever's
true.
here to give you a hug, then we'll be here.
Yeah. But I also think, like, even if, like, I'll use Sophie and I as an example, but, like, if we're away from each other and, like, we reconjoin, like, over this break, I don't like when there's only one side of effort. Like, yeah, we haven't seen each other in months, but, like, I'm going to reach out to Sophie, and then Sophie's probably going to reach out to me to hang out one time. But I don't want to be the one always reaching out.
Yeah. This does speak a lot about how the other person feels about you.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys, I'm assuming, like, you guys want to see each other as much.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Who had the idea to go to the gym, or did you just tag along?
Sophie's idea. I haven't hit the gym in a
Yeah.
while. She
Because I was
dragged
like,
me.
I'm going to go. So
You want to go?
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
want to
I had no
Yeah.
choice. It was either go to the gym or don't hang out with Sophie. So I was like, all right.
Do you
And
feel like
I
that's
am happy with the decision I made.
Do you feel like that's a habit that grew on you now?
Yes, definitely. I'm probably going to start going to the gym more
Like,
when
I'm
everyone
choosing
leaves the
curve.
hometown.
Invite me whenever.
We'll do a virtual from my
Yes.
PS to yours.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't. Was picking up that habit hard for you? Like, did it take you a long time to be like, fine, I'll go, and to stick to it?
No, I feel like there was just like a switch. Like I was just sick of like being tired of being tired, kind of. And then once you like create the habit, it just naturally
I know.
comes to your life like all the time, and then you just really start to like it. Like you genuinely enjoy doing that. And like it is alone time too. Like I go to the gym alone, like, and it's so nice. It's like my time for myself.
It is the best feeling. You develop so many things when you grow up that you never thought you would see yourself doing. Like, I didn't see myself creating a habit of going to the gym all the time and enjoying it and feeling satisfied for that. Like, if you told me that 2 years ago, I would be like, I mean, I feel cool with the shape that I'm in right now. Like, I don't need to change nothing. But I feel like you said, those switches that happen in your life,
and like including like going, Sophie's okay with going alone.
that too.
Yeah.
Like if she was relying on her friends, she probably wouldn't be going as much.
True. Did you have that switch separately when it comes to being alone and going to the gym? Or was it like you had that switch and like, okay, you know what? I like being alone and I will go to the gym.
I think when I started going to the gym alone is when I was like, oh, this is like my time for myself. And then I'd start just go doing things by myself.
And you start knowing yourself too, because you're not with somebody
Yeah.
else that you're always talking to. So you're like, oh, wait, this is who I am. Like, I actually like doing this. This is my activity now. You don't, because I feel like when you're in high school, your personality is mixed up in so many places.
Yeah,
Because you're
that's
around
true.
everybody all the time.
Right.
Yep.
And then you get out of high school and you go through a phase where you don't have any friends that you can hang out with at the moment. And you're like, and you have the whole day free. I got to do something with my
Yeah.
life.
But not everyone experiences that. Like
That's a
we
big
all
problem.
we all have our like reasons for how we were able to be okay with being alone. Like for me, I'm staying home from college. Like if I went to college with my friends, I probably wouldn't be okay with doing things alone. But I was kind of forced into it. But I love it now.
Do you feel like people aren't forced into it and they still do it? Because I
Yeah.
feel like the way we've been talking about it, something happens and you're like, I
Yeah, like
guess
for
I
us, it was like an environment change that got us
Yeah.
to do that.
Right.
But I think there's like even some of like our hometown friends,
Mm.
they've like had to teach themselves how to do that, or they
You're
didn't.
so messy. It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them just still haven't learned.
Yeah,
But you live and you learn.
yeah, you do.
Where are they living?
Yeah.
Enough strays.
Hopefully they learn.
Yeah, and everybody progresses at different
Because
times.
they're cool
I know,
people.
yeah.
It's just that they have
Yeah.
certain behavioral. What's the word? Behavioral. They have
Habits.
certain behavior patterns
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
that don't really align with the way that you are.
Yeah.
So that's when you have to be like, okay,
You have to
Let
step
me-
back.
let me. Okay, yeah, like we're cool, but like, it, you know what I mean? Like I'd rather put this time in the gym. I don't want to go to the gym. All right, cool.
And that's a big thing. I feel like being able to be mature enough to take a step back from a
It
friendship
takes a lot of maturity.
to do what's best for you takes a lot of maturity. A lot. Like,
you don't wanna,
that's
like,
not
take a
easy
step
for a
back,
lot
too.
of people. They'll just go along with everything. Like, that's how you know when you're putting yourself first.
And you know, sometimes people make it easy for you to do that because it becomes so difficult.
That's when
It's
you're
like,
lucky.
oh,
yeah.
I actually wanted to take a step back. Like I like you, but like
Right.
I feel like I have to do this. And then they start acting a certain way, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stay right here now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you recently went through that, Xana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I thought I was catching a shot for a second. It's like, oh,
You?
No, like
Yeah. That's hard. It's hard to
you
do.
step back from.
And I feel like coaching people on how to do that is also really hard because people like realize that on their
no, you're a
own.
therapist?
Dude, yeah, part time.
I need to pay you for last session.
Honestly,
Second
yeah, I'm
season.
waiting for the
That was
check to
insane.
come in.
The insight was, I was like, oh my god, you're right.
Honestly, the crab in front of me like brought it out. It really brought it out. I was like feeling so like,
I wish you would have seen her.
let's go.
Oh, actually, no,
yeah,
that's
you guys
you.
were deep in conversation the other day.
You are justifying that too much. Okay, that's
My-
not good for you.
My hands were covered in sauce.
When she passed her the gloves, I'm like, oh shit.
At first, I was like,
oh.
wait, I'm about to like dive in and feel so embarrassed. But then when he started talking, I was like, this is great.
Yeah,
Because he's
I got
not
to the
noticing.
Because she asked, and I was like, oh yeah.
What
so
were
this
you
is
guys
happened.
talking about the other day?
Yeah,
Life.
yeah. My recent
Yeah.
The biggest thing is taking accountability
that
for your actions.
Oh,
hard.
100%. Yeah.
Right?
That
Yes.
has been the biggest thing that I've had
This
to
is
do.
another thing. Like, it's okay to be wrong. We all are wrong sometimes. We make mistakes, and it happens. But it's how you go about it. I think like you got to take accountability for it. You can't just act like, no, I'm right all the time. Like, what I did is right. What I said is right. It's okay to be wrong. Like, no one's gonna shun you for being like, I'm sorry, you're right. Like, I made a mistake.
Mhm.
No one's gonna continue to attack you. But when you are like defensive and can't see other people's perspectives, like that's what
Don't
makes you
close
look
mine.
bad.
yeah, I went. I feel like I had a lot of those problems.
Mm.
I feel like in a lot of points in my life, and
Yeah.
it happened like recently as well. And by recently, I mean last year. That I just felt like I was close-minded on a lot of things, like the situations happening in my house. When the reality check happened, I was like, dude, I could have just worked it out then, and like I didn't have to make that extra.
Yeah.
And I was closed-minded to a lot of solutions and a lot of feedback because I could have sworn that my problem couldn't have been understood by anybody else. So I was like, y'all just don't get it.
Heavy
And-
on the closed-minded on feedback. Like that's something that is rough for some
Like
people.
I was
Yes.
stubborn, and my problem was, other than that I was stubborn, was that even when people tried to help, I just couldn't see it. Like my situation was black, and I'm not justifying myself. Like, oh, I just couldn't say because my situation was so bad. No. I'm saying like, my mentality wasn't mature enough for me to be like, take a step back from my own ego and be like, you know what? I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but I'm gonna find out. Therefore, I will listen. The problem is that I never cared about finding out. I just heard the point and I was like, that's just not gonna work. Because I thought I had superpowers when it comes to pattern recognition, and I'm like, this pattern is gonna end up like this. And in reality, a lot of those people were right. And you only see that after the chaos
After you
happened.
take a step back and do some self-reflection.
And God, I was like, oh wait.
Was that hard for you to do? To like take accountability and realize like I wasn't right.
Get this. It has never been hard for me to take accountability. The hard part was to find something to take accountability for.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
A little
Like,
bit.
if you tell me, like you did in Shaking Seafood, if you tell me that I'm doing something wrong, like you told me I was justifying a lot of things,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're right, I was. And I took accountability for
Yeah.
it. But before that, I just didn't know that that was a problem.
Right.
But you told me the problem.
Like, it's hard for you to identify
Yes.
places
Yeah.
where you need to take accountability.
Because I don't have a lot of people around me that are going to step, like,
Right.
you know what? It's not even the people around me. It's me. The people around me are like, clearly were doing it. And I was just too close. Like, I was like, nah, that's not right. It's not going to work. My parents won't listen. Or this friend will get mad at me. Like, nah, that's not going to. Dude, just
But the
chill.
mature thing you did, I think, like last night, I felt bad after I said everything. I told you, I apologize. I was like,
What
dude, I
happened?
didn't mean to be like pushy yesterday with what I was saying to you. But like, I can appreciate that you actually took it like into account and like thought about it. You took accountability for it. You took the feedback. You were open minded to it. That's really hard for other people to do. To take constructive feedback.
I love it. Like, when I'm able to fix something, I have never had a person in my life that has taught me a very important life lesson and stayed afterwards to see the result of what I had became afterwards. And that's a crazy thing to say. The only person I've had like that is my grandfather. And I thought about this the other day. I was like, dude, he's told me like life-changing things that I have made wrong against him or against others that he has seen. I learned, and he was still there to see
Yeah.
who I became from it. You and I haven't had a major problem.
Yeah, no.
You and I haven't had a major problem. So what I mean by that is like, say you and I have and I fuck up so bad, I mess up really, really bad, and you have the, I don't know what to say, the maturity and the courage to tell me that I did something wrong. Go through with forgiveness, and then you're still there after I healed.
But
and
did you take
recognized-
accountability for what you did wrong? Did
And-
you admit to it to Sophie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because when Sophie
Okay, see,
had the
that's-
patience to
yeah.
tell me, hey, Denzel, I do
Yeah.
not like the way that you're
I
acting.
actually think that we've been through that with like some similar friends.
Mm-hmm.
Where
Yes.
there's been things that have happened and there's been an issue and like somebody has had to take accountability for it, and then we either stick around or we don't, depending on like the outcome of what happened.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
there's a
sticking
difference.
around if you don't take accountability for it.
I'm huge on forgiveness.
I,
Like,
I can
I am-
forget. I can forgive too, but
I know you're right. So here's
You
the thing:
know?
when it comes to, a friend that we have, the problem became when not only was accountability not taken, because there was times where that person took accountability, but there was no visible changes at all.
Yeah, there wasn't
that
a change.
happens
So
a lot
and
too.
and we were like,
Yeah.
hey, we love you, everything's cool. We just need you to change this because we got to the point where that's not trendy anymore. We're
Right.
grown people. That just
Yeah.
doesn't fit anymore.
it doesn't.
And we would stay like, just don't do it again, and it would happen. We're talking 3 years, just
Yep.
continuously happening, and it's like you get to a point where you low-key are missing self-respect if you don't take a step back. You're like,
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but you
agree.
cannot tell me that we didn't give you enough changes, like enough chances for
Right.
you to like learn from your mistake. It's a difference now if you just keep it to yourself and you're like, oh, I don't like what he's doing. That's gonna happen. I don't like what that person is doing. Like, Denzel, do you like it? No, I don't like it either. Should we just leave? Yeah, we should. Bye. And then they never know.
Yeah.
Or this is just me. I tell you, you don't change it. I'm still gonna be here because I don't know where you're going. But that's just me. Like, I'm just like, I have gone, like we all have. I'm just seeing it this way, through so many things in life that have been life changing for me, and I've seen myself go from this type of person to this. Who am I to not give somebody else the chance to prove me that they can also do it?
But there's
'Cause I did
also
it.
only so much you can do.
That's exactly the thing.
Like-
Because I can be like, hey, you messed up bad. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, you messed up bad. And like, we're still cool. But it gets to a point where you're like, now you're damaging me.
Right.
And I don't want to be
Right.
damaged, so I'm going to have to. And you just dip.
And I think
nobody can tell you anything.
that's the hard thing you have to learn, to put
Oh, yeah.
yourself first and
Especially when you love
step
somebody.
back.
Yeah, we had a lot of that.
Yeah, right.
Recently.
Yeah.
Through-
It's in the air. It's in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just gotta make it till April and everything starts blooming and everything.
Oh my god, he keeps talking about April.
I
Yesterday
love
he was
April.
like, just wait till April, and I was like, because it's my
Really,
birthday.
April.
Because have you
saying
seen
April,
like
April.
have you seen like the way outside is right now, and then April
Yeah.
comes and everything's
It's
green.
crisp
Oh, it's like,
and warm.
and you can put your window
fuzzy.
down and you're like, and you just smile. 'Cause life really isn't that bad.
No, we do all know that
Yeah,
feeling.
that's
That
true.
first drive in the nice weather with the windows down.
We'll come back here.
Yeah.
Sit on the beach.
We'll be here
Dude,
in April.
And then
Yeah.
fall is cool too. Like fall is like, it's about to.
That's my
everything's
favorite
about to
time.
die. Me too. And then I started talking about spring a lot, about April, and I'm like, the depression towards happiness phase that you go through is so fulfilling. It's like, wait, life is actually not that bad. And you start being happy again. But in fall, it's like, let me enjoy life for a little moment because it's going to be gone later. It's all about perspective, and both feelings are amazing.
I'll meet you guys in the middle. I like summer.
I love summer.
Yeah.
I love
go
summer.
wrong with
There's
the
like not
summer.
a single worry in life in summer. It's like
there's
whatever
really
happens,
not.
just beach it out. Just go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The vibes are good. People start getting cranky in the fall.
People start actually down.
That's when the problems start. In the fall.
That's why they call it canon
You
event
know?
season.
What did they call it?
Canon event season.
What?
Canon event season.
Oh, canon event.
Event.
I still don't know
The
English.
fall was a canon. It was a canon event. Oh, it's hard to say. The
Oh,
fall was a canon event
Canon
for
event.
me.
Yeah. And everything. I didn't have a canon event last fall, so I guess like everything got piled up and hit me out of nowhere this fall. Yeah, because in 2022, it was so many changes in that time.
Oh, yeah.
But 2023, everything was so stable and cool.
2023
And I was like,
sucked.
wait, I didn't even think about it. It was so irrelevant.
Yeah.
What actually happened, for me at least, what happened in 2023 that I can remember?
Terrible year for me.
I went on a cruise. That's it. Like, after that, everything was cool.
I was
That's
sick
crazy.
all of
Was that
2023.
our freshman year?
No, sophomore year. That was last year.
Sophomore year.
Right?
Oh, yeah. The end of freshman year, start
Yes,
of sophomore
yeah.
year.
What was that?
Oh, I thought it was a canon.
Yeah, 2023 sucked. 2024 was actually a really great year.
Yeah, this
for
was
me.
a really great year.
Lots of growth, and opportunity. Actually,
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm trying to have 2025 be.
Same
again.
here. Same here. Same here. It's in the works.
Yes.
In the works.
I'm all about the growth this year.
Yeah,
I can feel it already.
I can feel it too.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of changes going into
Yeah, 100%.
this year, but
The start of the year has been so solid.
yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel
Right?
like everybody actually locked in.
2025 I think, is going to be a great year for everyone,
I like the way you think.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
mentally and physically.
I feel like we were sticking to
our.
our goals. We're sticking to our habits.
Mhm.
2024.
2024 was the preseason.
2024 was the building time. Like, okay, you're going to
Yeah.
get the
Getting
swing
ready
going,
for it.
And then you're
Yeah.
going to learn. I feel like 2024 was planting a lot of seeds. And this year is more to like get the fruit out of it. Like, all right,
Yeah.
we got to lock in and do our stuff.
I feel like we're all in the same stage right now.
Yeah, I think that's why we get along very
Yeah,
well.
like we're all really connecting.
yeah, mature minds, honestly.
Yeah.
I was excited
It's
for the
hard
new
to find
characters
mature
coming
minds.
into my life this year. I was like, I'm so excited. 2025 is going to bring new people.
I popped out.
Xana is the first one.
Mm-hmm.
She got the
Go.
debut.
Let's go.
And then,
It's still the beginning.
yeah, I just got to.
Still the beginning.
Oh, boy.
More.
I feel like life has so much to look forward to
more
right now.
people are
Yes.
popping out. Trust
I
me.
know.
This is about
That
to be
is
crazy.
crazy. People
Stay
that-
tuned. 2025.
Oh, God.
Right.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm cheesing right now. It's so
All
crazy.
right. What are everyone's big plans for 2025? One by one. Sophie,
God.
go
you
first.
shoot out of
Oh,
the
me
head.
first. Wow.
Yeah.
I love this water.
You got it going.
Yeah. You started before all of us.
Yeah.
I just like want to be very focused on myself this year.
Mm.
I think this is like the first time in my life I'm like really putting myself before other people in my life.
Same. I
Let's
know.
go, Sophie. I've been
Yeah.
waiting for this one,
Gonna
dude.
put the
Dead
clap.
ass,
Yeah.
right?
Hopefully that's a clap.
Did it clap?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Did
dude.
it clap? It's like wah, wah.
I think.
Okay.
I think you needed that
Mhm.
because I think
I'll put
Yeah.
it right here, boy.
you know.
I
What
think we all needed that. We just didn't have the
Yes.
guts to do it.
Yes.
Or the reasons or the causes to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Keep going.
I think that's like my main thing is to be focused on myself and like work on myself a lot because there's a lot of
Yeah.
things I want to change and a lot of things that I think are going really well that I want to keep up with. So,
Amen.
I am on the same boat.
Nice.
Straight up, and it's just that. All I want to do this year is become a higher version of the person I was last year. Like, I want to take the scars that I had from last year in consideration and really fix everything that I am capable of fixing on my own.
Okay.
Like, if I was closed-minded and stubborn last year, I want to just shut up and listen a lot and just consider everything. Like, okay, if you're giving me something for whatever reason, I'm like, I will try that out because you truly never know. And I just want to be really mindful about the way that my mind works and the way that I react. Like, I want to take a step back from my mind and observe it. It's like, oh, you react that way right now. You do this like, oh. And just not be one with the emotions, but like see it. And so I can recognize the way that I've been working, like, and fix those things. Because it's really bad.
Yeah.
Like, the things that you do when you're on a unconscious mind is so crazy. Like, if we get into an argument right now, we are not conscious. We're not thinking straight. No matter who's right or wrong, we're both on a mindset that is like, we're having an argument, but then the argument, like, stops, and you go home, and you're like, and you have that clarity thing. You're like, I should have spoken in a softer tone.
Yeah.
Or I should have done that. You know what I mean? So I want
Right.
to, what I want to recognize is those times. Like, if me and Sophie have a problem, I want to be like, right now, we are acting this way because of these reasons. Let's make sure we're both conscious on the way that we're handling this, so nothing happens that we're not aware of.
yeah, big emphasis on that.
All I want to do this year, to summarize it, is to be as present as I can.
Yeah. I think us three are very mature for our age.
I think so too. I think it
Because-
makes it really hard though to find people who are on the same
Yeah,
level.
because I can't have the same conversation with everyone
no, definitely not.
my age.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
That's so
And
sad.
that's why I love hanging out with you guys, because I feel like we're on the same page.
It
I
feels
think there's
refreshing.
only one other person that I've met who, like,
Oh, I don't know
matches
if I
me
can.
on that level.
That's a
And
tough
that-
one.
Yeah,
What was that?
I feel like
Name
that.
drop
No, I won't name drop,
No,
but
don't name
Really?
drop
I
it.
think that person like actually helped me a lot going into this year, like, and towards the end of the year.
we're gonna
Like,
we're
a lot
gonna
of this
find out after
mindset
this.
is
No, I have
coming
to
from this person that
Have
I
the gym
met this
clothes on.
year.
Really?
Oh,
It's
you
made
met
a really big
this
change in my
year?
life. Yes, yeah.
Oh, my options are all
Right
out the
now?
window.
Yeah, I actually
2025?
I want to introduce you to this person because I think that they
Introduce her? Oh.
really match like our level.
Okay,
of-
all right. I'm looking forward to it. Cut the
We've been hanging
cameras.
out with her the
Cut the
entire
cameras.
Cut the
year.
cameras
I'll give you a
real
little rundown.
quick.
So
Can
we've
you
been
cut
hanging out
this
this entire week, and
She hasn't mentioned
this
this
year
person.
hasn't even been a week long yet.
Literally.
And you met them, and we had no idea.
We had no idea.
No, towards the end of the like this
Oh, okay.
semester.
Oh.
This
Oh.
semester at school. So
Oh, okay,
Ooh,
okay,
just
okay,
fair.
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Fair,
no.
fair. Okay.
yeah.
Love that.
Dude,
Oh.
who is it?
I don't think we know them.
It's a friend of mine from school.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So
foreign people. Is she gonna come up soon?
Yeah, invite her up. He
He.
or she.
I just made
I was just she. Oh. Okay.
no, dear friend of mine. Very
Okay, okay.
awesome.
Well, I'm glad you
Perfect.
found somebody else.
Yeah. How'd you find him?
It's so messy, bro. Dog.
You know what though? You start having conversations with people, and like I feel like one good thing about me is like I can tell pretty quick if I'm gonna be able to vibe with someone, and like
Yes.
their emotional intelligence becomes very clear, and I feel like I can read people really well.
Are they our age?
Yes, yeah.
Oh wow, rare find.
I know, yeah.
Rare find, because I find myself having these good conversations with people that are a little older. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
like I do have these conversations with people, just not our age.
Yeah.
That's why I like older people.
Dude, where's the card game we were supposed to get?
Bro, I didn't have time.
The what?
We forgot.
The card game.
Oh, the card game.
And we went to Taco Bell instead. And we're talking about discipline. Oh my god.
You know what? I don't even think we need a card game.
No, I
we
don't
were-
need a
we're
card
42
game.
minutes in.
I don't need a
can't,
card game.
Yeah, I can't believe we're 42 minutes in.
That's it. That's a
Crazy.
TikTok effect. I'm trying to tell
We
you.
turned off our phones.
TikTok effect.
We're actually
I'm trying to
talking.
tell you.
Dude, I'm gonna challenge myself to delete TikTok this semester. I do need to focus.
Oh,
Correct
another
that.
thing I'm working on, confidence. That has been a big thing for me recently.
That's great.
We can talk
Yeah.
about that.
How are you doing that?
So one thing about me, the hardest thing is public speaking for me. Like getting
Same.
up and presenting in front of a group of people, like I'd rather do genuinely anything else, like skydive. Like I'd rather skydive
Me too.
than public speak.
Yeah, it's rough. It's so hard.
Yeah. So I'm trying
what
to
do you
be
need
more
help with?
confident.
So how are you gonna achieve this goal?
Yeah, that's a strength of mine.
This is an interview
Tell me what
job.
you need help on.
An interview question.
Well, you're literally on a podcast right now, by the way.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
and
No,
you-
this is good for
Okay.
me. This is a good practice.
Same, honestly.
But is it though? Because this is like there's nobody in front of you, and I feel like that's what you struggle on.
There's hundreds of people in front of us.
Yeah, all the
What?
viewers. Hey guys.
Okay, so maybe that's your advice. If you're gonna speak in front of people, imagine there's just a camera,
Yeah.
and you've spoken to hundreds of people
I know, and
before.
right now
oh yeah,
it's-
so yeah, your class.
No,
is
it's the eyeballs that are looking at you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think it's a fear of messing up or
Being embarrassed.
or being judged honestly, but I think that comes with like being confident in yourself and like
Yeah.
just knowing who you are and being like if this goes bad,
It goes bad, and it's cool.
that's
It
fine.
legitimately does
but
not
I'm
matter.
still who I am at the end of the day.
I'm gonna tell you what helped me a
It's
lot.
hard.
There's two big things. First of all, the moment you switch your mindset to realize that you're in a position that everybody else is scared to be in, but you're the one that is, you're like, you guys are looking up to me right now. Because I was the one that got the balls to come up here. Like, think about it that way. Like, I asked a lot of questions in high school,
Yeah, I never did.
and nobody else did.
yeah.
And it was a little embarrassing at first. But then you realize that everybody else is scared to do that. It's not like they're all confident and they
this
just
is
did it
coming
just and
from a
you're, and you're
kid
weird.
whose second language is English.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
With my strong ass accent back in high school.
Yes.
It's like, by the way, y'all, I'm learning your language and I'm speaking more.
yeah.
And that creates a confidence that you just see yourself as like, you know what? If I can literally prove this in a public space and I don't think y'all want to see it. Because it's like, let me show you how irrelevant everything is. I can stand on anything and yell out, I want pickles so bad. And everybody would stop me for like a second and be like, what the hell? That guy is weird. You ask those people in 1 hour what happened and nobody will tell you what happened.
Yeah, it's
Nobody
true.
cares what you're doing. Who are you? You got to believe a lot in yourself, but also realize and be humble enough that you're really nobody. In a positive way.
Yeah.
Not like you're nobody, but it's like everybody has their own stuff that they're worrying about. Like if I'm going say I'm going to the hardest time of my life and a guy does that. Okay, like I don't care about that. I have my own stuff to mind my business
Yeah.
on. Who really retains those facts in their mind that oh, I saw a guy earlier that did that weird stuff. Haha, okay, and then you move on. Nobody cares. You do that presentation, nobody will remember that but the grade that you get on it. And if you make mistakes, that's part of life. Play it up. I stutter when I speak a lot of the times.
Same.
I did a lot. Like when I was younger, I did a lot.
Who has noticed that I stutter?
Not it.
Do you see
You
what I
want to
mean?
know why?
Not
Because
it.
I'm so focused on the fact that I'm not stuttering and trying to make myself
You see what
sound
I mean?
okay that
Yeah,
I'm
we're
not even
focused on
focused on.
ourselves.
If
Do
you
you-
miss a beat anywhere,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even have noticed in this whole conversation.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
I hope that
It's-
puts
that's
it in
so true.
perspective.
Yeah, it really
I
does.
That was a
stutter
great
lot.
example.
Thank you. And it's like, now y'all probably gonna see it. Y'all guys are messed up.
You just
Yeah, I'm
stuttered.
listening.
But it's like people really aren't looking at your mistakes while you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's true.
It really
If
doesn't
anything,
matter.
they're applauding you for
For
being
having the
yourself
courage
and-
to do that. That's how
Yes.
people think. But you don't know that because you're like, what if? Bruh.
I think I've been a little bit better at it recently.
Public speaking.
Yeah, like
There
I
you
think,
go.
like I had this big presentation at the end of the semester,
I feel that.
and it was like super intense. Like I couldn't even like describe it to you guys. Like we probably spent like 80 hours like working on this project
wow.
and everything, and just like going up there and being like, no, I'm like so excited for this. Like I can't wait to do it. Like that was the switch. Like instead of being like I'm so nervous right now, like I can't do it. I was like, I'm so excited to get up there and like show them what we learned because we learned so much and we put so much time into this.
Huh.
Yes, I love life. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, you like have all these like epiphanies where I don't know. This year has been so interesting for
Yeah.
sure.
It has been.
I love talking to people.
Same.
And like once you realize that people like it doesn't matter, like you can say whatever you want. When we went to Shake and Seafood and we started talking to whatever the guy's name was, that I thought was John at first.
Who?
And we were all screaming and shaking Seafood, just laughing with Rika and with the old guy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then I
Sitting
just
up-
dapped him up. Yo, just walk in and that is
I was talking to that
embarrassing.
guy as if I knew him for 5 years.
That's how you do it.
That's
And
the
they never.
best, too.
He was telling me his deepest, darkest secrets
That's
at one
wild.
point.
They
The
started
most,
5
like,
cups in.
inappropriate. The first thing he said to me was, like, the most personal thing I
They're like,
could have
"Oh."
ever heard come out of his mouth. And I was like, you know what? All right. I like that. He broke the ice really fast.
Hey, yo,
and
he did. Nah,
got
yeah,
the
he
convo
melted
going
us.
after that one.
It makes you like want to do that more.
Yeah.
It's so addicting.
It really is.
Yo, I'm telling you, it is the funnest thing ever to have the ability to be
Yeah.
like we did in the gym.
Right.
That guy that parked next to us. What if that would have been the wrong guy? The friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were staring for like a minute. I was like,
yeah.
yeah, and then we just went like nothing happened. If that would have been a wrong person, you just play it off like I just wanted to say I like your hoodie, bro. And if he thinks I'm weird, he's gonna drive off,
Yeah. And
go
then,
home, shower. I will
Forget
never
about
be
it.
in his mind.
Right.
Yeah.
But you acquired a new experience and a new skill.
Yeah.
You talk to people.
Mhm.
I wrote this down somewhere on the journal that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Talking to people makes me feel so much better. When I'm going through the emotions of the things that have recently happened to me, I talk to somebody about whatever, and it's like, oh my, this is an interaction. It's so cool the fact that I'm able to do like hand motions and be like, and then make somebody laugh, and then they just, it's like, and then you don't remember that conversation after either.
Right.
It's in the moment. All you have is right now. And it makes you such a happier person and it really opens your eyes a lot because you realize how people work. And it's like, people are like miserable out there.
Oh, yeah.
People are like,
Yeah.
why, you guys are, and I understand like things happen,
Hmm.
but you got to get to a point where you have to try to be like, life isn't that bad and life is everything that I make it to be.
Heavy on that last part.
Yeah. Seriously.
You make your life.
Yeah, you do.
Your
you really
choices
do.
reflect.
Your life is
Your
literally
life.
a product of every action you take.
Exactly.
Like literally, there's not even like an ounce of exaggeration in that statement. If I go to the gym constantly, by
He's
summer,
gonna have 6 packs.
I will have the product of that effort. But if I'm like,
pack.
I don't want to go to the gym because I feel sad today. I'm
Right.
going through a lot. I feel sad and I feel like I deserve. You're gonna get really comfortable with that situation, and by summer you're gonna have a big belly because you drink a lot of beer, and it's gonna be like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that motivates you as of right now. But as of right now, you're not gonna have a 6-pack tomorrow. Forget about tomorrow. It's right now. Go to the
Yeah.
gym.
Yeah.
There's a 3-2-1 rule. It's like I
Go
want to get that
to
bottle
the
of water,
gym.
but I'm lazy. 3-2-1. I just got it. Done.
Exercise.
2 seconds
Yeah.
ago, I didn't have that, and then it cost me anything.
Mm-hmm. And actually taking action makes you feel so much better, even when you're in a place where you really do not want to take action.
I think for me this last year, I've learned to step out of my comfort zone. I did a thing the other day. I love playing pickleball. Don't have enough pickleball friends. So
I'm a pickleball friend.
I gotta get
you are a
into that.
pickleball friend.
That's my last
Um,
whitewash activity. to
So
do.
I've been looking for somewhere to play. Like I need to join a league or something.
Oh damn!
And there was this place in Andover that had open play, but I don't know anybody that plays there. But you know what I did yesterday? Showed up by myself. By myself, I showed up to this open play, met so many nice people, and then I called my friend
That's
after,
so sick.
and I was like, "Yeah, I went to this place. Like it was so cool." And she was like, "Who'd you go with?" And I was
Alone.
like, "Nobody."
Yeah, it's
And
like
she,
you did.
And she was like,
You
"What do
made
you?
it
You
happen.
went with nobody? Like no way. That's awesome." That's when I was like, "Oh wait."
It's
You
cool.
know what? That was
That's
yeah,
sick.
it
It's
is
Damn,
cool.
I did
I
that.
know.
Yeah. Like when she was surprised, I was like, okay, that's the girl.
You're right. Yeah.
That's the
Because
girl.
people are afraid to do so many things that when they see you do it, you're like, wow, I do take action.
I
Like,
did
really
that.
do this.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
really do this, and then you keep doing it. And it's like, I feel so. It makes you feel so
Right.
much better, especially if it's a
Yeah.
physical activity. I bet you
That
felt
boosted
tired
my
and good after.
confidence.
It's a domino effect. You just keep doing it.
Yeah,
Like, it's just so addicting to
That was
interact.
stepping out of my comfort zone because going to a place, people I don't know, older people as well, like that was so scary.
Yeah, like whenever you do that, you actually get confidence every time you do that.
Seriously, yeah.
Also, take into consideration. Judging is projecting.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
I have never received a negative comment from somebody doing better than me.
Oh yeah.
Nobody that is doing better than you is gonna tell you, "Oh, you're not even doing good." Like, or
Yeah.
people that are doing better than you are doing better than you for a reason. They're gonna help you like try to get there. Like, nobody with a positive mindset wants to see anybody else fail.
Yeah.
So if you go to that pickleball stuff and like, and the people there judge you, you're minding me, bro. Go back to play pickleball. Like,
Right.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's a projection of how they feel about themselves, and that also boosts confidence. Because you're like, I am not the problem.
Right.
You're minding the wrong business.
Exactly.
All right, and you just move on, and it makes everything so much more irrelevant.
It's like it literally is people shedding their own problems
Yeah.
on you.
Oh, look at her coming here alone.
Right.
You couldn't come here alone, bro. That's why you came with somebody else.
Right. Ugh.
That's crazy.
I've been seeing that a lot.
And now it's like I don't
months.
even want to talk to people anymore. People are exhausting. Never mind.
Let me just say, I feel like some of our friends
Yeah.
who were like that and would judge us and like project things,
Yeah.
like we left them because of that.
Right.
And
you can see that effect on their lives.
She's not
Yeah.
healthy.
We can watch it with our eyes.
She's not
It's
healthy.
healthy.
no, it's not.
How do we
also-
break people out of that?
You don't.
Yeah, you
This-
don't.
This,
You
is,
let-
this is the
Exhausting.
biggest thing that I
Yeah.
have learned, and I heard this statement that was hilarious. I can't be Mr. Fix-a-Hoe. You gotta let people be, bro. Straight up.
I know.
And like and it's just like in general, like, oh, I have this friend that is doing this, and I can't have time to fix your life completely. I am the biggest victim of it.
I think.
For so
Oh my
long, I've been
God.
trying
I
to
think-
fix everybody,
Yeah.
and that's something that I started fixing last summer, because
I've been working on
somebody
that as
really
well.
important to me taught me that lesson. She was like, Denzel, you got to stop trying to get into people's life to fix them. You got to just
Same
not
as like
do that.
justifying
And
their
she was right.
actions.
Yeah,
Like,
that person taught me a lot, bro. I'm so grateful for everything that happened.
yeah.
We'll add them to our maturity group here that we're starting.
Adding them,
Yeah.
that would be sick. That would be sick. Dude, I want to do this with more people. Like, I feel like this is going to become a self-improvement type of talk podcast.
Yeah, that's what we should
I would
make.
love
be
to
cool.
make
We
that
should
happen.
make like a
Yes.
little like friend group that
Yeah.
is focused on
Imagine
that.
here just like
No,
us being like,
it-
guys,
hey,
like, what are you
It
guys?
is
what
us
are you
three.
gonna
We
do?
should
Yeah.
bring like special guests and like, but there's only so much you can say.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Well, sometimes it just goes through one ear and right out the other.
I didn't
For
know we
some
were going to talk
people-
about this. We just started
Yeah.
flowing. And you never know what some people are holding in. Again, just like you guys, when somebody sees you talking about stuff like this, it motivates them to do it.
I hope so.
And you just flow and you're like, because the same way you felt when that person recognized that you went alone and like applauded you for
Yeah.
it, that's how that person that might not be as open feel when they see us interacting like this. And it's like,
Right.
I feel safe. You know what? I also have an addiction problem.
Yeah.
And then you do that. And it's like, dog. Okay. Oh, I also struggle with confidence. I also struggle with gambling. Like, it's like, how can we help each other with that? And I like helping people.
But we shouldn't. Okay, help. Yes, you can help
Again, but
people.
not like,
help
hey,
your
by the way,
friends.
let me be your friend
but
now.
not to an extent where it's taking a toll on your mental health. Because I think Sophie has gone through that a lot. I recently went through that a little bit. But that just messes you up. Like trying to help or like fix someone, you know, just doing everything, like just trying to help, like, and then like not seeing the product of it is so like mentally tiring.
It is, yeah.
And it's hard to break out of that. But it comes with maturity.
I think we've all become victim of doing that. And it's great to be in a place now where we can look back and like recognize the friendships or like the relationships we had where we were so focused on like somebody else and like helping them and making them be better. But that's why it's so great to have like people like you guys who are actually like committed to improving yourself.
Yeah.
And like it really reflects even just like in our relationships that we have with each other.
I agree.
You know, yeah, it made me realize that I struggle with one thing.
Oh boy.
I struggle with, now that we're talking about all these changes that we're doing in life and like improvements like this, I struggle with believing, like, I feel like it's self-sabotage in a way. just like I'm out here talking about this stuff that we know. Like for example, you need help with confidence. I can help you with that. Like oh this and this and that. And sometimes I say things like that, and I think, dude, am I like being stubborn? Am I being like pretending like I know it
Like
all?
being like,
And I despite that feeling.
like being like, but am I actually doing that type thing?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you struggle with confidence. Oh well, I can tell you how to fix it. What if that only worked on me, and I'm trying to make it seem like I know more than what I actually do? That's why I felt so glad when you told me that I could
You know
that. I'm
what?
like, wow. Now I feel like I'm learning something instead of now that you said that,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I am trying to teach something. I feel like I'm learning, and that puts me, and that like
there
takes
you
me
go.
down.
That's the difference.
Because I felt, and again, like it might not seem like that to you guys, but to me, excuse me, sometimes it feels like, am I? Because I know I'm not pretending, but do I sound arrogant? Do I sound arrogant? And it's like, so once you tell me, oh, by the way, I disagree with this. Here's why, and here's why I think you're wrong, and you turn out to be right. I'm like, this is so balanced.
Right.
Like I feel open minded to understand that, and I feel like we got to a common ground, and that is the beauty of a good conversation.
Yeah.
I felt so good when you like pointed that out to me. I was like, I am doing that wrong, and now that I'm wrong, it doesn't make me feel like I am trying to be right, which
Right.
cures the feeling that I'm struggling with.
Well, you took it the mature way. Like, I apologized to you after because I was like, I don't want you to take it
You
as
helped
if I
me
was
out.
giving you like this mean feedback.
No, you need that.
Because of that, do you remember the last topic we were talking about?
Yeah.
I was like a little worried because I was telling you my side of my point of view, but that's hard to do because I didn't want to disagree with you, but I think we have to disagree sometimes.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And turns out that disagreement, you turned out to be right. Because I was exaggerating things, and I was justifying things that I shouldn't have, and it was like, oh, and even if we say disagreed and just like that, to be able to fully disagree on something,
Yeah.
it
And
is
be
so
okay.
good. I know, right?
It was a breath of fresh air for
It's
me
like,
because I've been
nice.
dealing with not agreeing to disagree.
Oh, so you've been stubborn?
No, she's
I
had
am-
some
yeah.
struggles with that and like
Yeah.
some like close friendships.
So you took it a really good way.
I mean, yeah.
The only thing that you can control is how you react to things and the way you act.
Yeah.
That's the main goal.
But like I was saying it to you, like my intentions weren't to like start a fight with you over
No,
it.
yeah.
Like I was looking out for you, you know, I was just telling you my point of view. I think some people take it as like you could have thought I was attacking you last night.
And you know how you apologize just because of the fear of me thinking that you were attacking me?
Yeah.
If you would do something that I believe, it's like, I don't like the way that this happened, believe that I will come up to you on a private matter and be like, hey, the way that this came off, this is how I felt. Like, how do you think? How do you
Yeah.
mean it? And then we talk about it and we fix it and everything is all set.
Exactly.
There's no needs to, like, there's not a single need for a grudge
Yep.
there. Let's just communicate. We
Yeah.
are both grown people.
Right. I think that happens a lot, like a lack,
We are both
a
grown
disconnect
people.
in the communication.
Oh my God, it's so frustrating.
A disconnect in communication. I think communication is the top skill anyone could have.
Comprehension is
Yeah.
Honestly, like through all my interviews, I get asked that question so much, and I always say communication. You can't do anything without communicating. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing can be done or accomplished without communicating with somebody or something. Like, you just have to grow to have that skill.
You know what's crazy? You say that. I will say, I've been really good at communicating. But what I have to fix, that you just like open my eyes on that, is my comprehension skills. I was great
That's
at
hard for all
communicating,
of us,
but,
yeah.
But did I comprehend what was being said back to me? Because what's the matter if I tell you this side, but then whenever you come back to me, I'm like, no. What?
Yeah,
like, that doesn't make
right.
sense. So that's what I have to fix this year, because last year, I am now a victim of everything that I didn't comprehend last year. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
You live and you learn, though. You
Yep.
know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes comprehending is hard. That's why you gotta ask questions to make sure
Is
you
your mic
understand.
good?
Hello? Yeah. I know, I just clicked
Why
something.
is
Right?
it red?
What's red?
The little thing next to it.
That
No.
No,
and this.
down there. Oh, on top of the microphone, there's like something that's red.
Where?
You see that?
Oh yeah.
The little microphone icon.
I
She
think
just had a click. That's why
I
I was
know,
just
I
making
didn't
sure
fucking
it's like
clicked.
still going.
Hello? You can still hear me, right? All
yeah.
right.
So you're not muted. You're good.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
don't know what that means.
Where?
Probably because that's the first one that was connected.
Oh.
Okay.
Is that mine?
I was just
Yeah.
checking.
I mean, if it's still recording the audio, I'm pretty sure it should be good.
Imagine
Okay.
I get muted.
Imagine that you haven't been talking the entire time.
What is the symbol?
It's a microphone, and I don't know. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
Let me.
This is a whole setup here.
This
This
is
is-
you guys can't see all the behind the scenes, but this man put in some work.
This is.
He's got this down.
This is.
He's a pro.
This is
The
why I
most
love being
irresponsible.
around people who have things and passions that are different
Yes,
than yours.
passion. Big on passion.
Because it is just so interesting to
Mhm.
like get in somebody else's mind
Yeah.
and just like actually learn some things. Like it makes you feel good about yourself is seeing other
Right.
people do things that they
It,
love
it,
to do.
It inspires you.
It really
It is
does.
Just
Inspired.
now you know how every podcast you see works.
Yeah.
And unless
Like I
it's
have a new appreciation now for
because you know the behind the scenes.
yeah.
I agree.
That's how I feel with people when they see me writing a song. Like, now you know how it's really done. Oh, how do you write a song? Like, how do you come up with lyrics like that? You have to be there and see it.
You have to be
You hear
passionate
an
about it.
instrumental and you hum a melody, and then sometimes you attach words to that melody, and it might seem so complex. And once you see it, it just comes with the talent, I guess. But like once you see it, anybody can do it with enough practice. I've just been doing it for 4 years.
That's true.
So at some point you gotta get good at it if you really like it. And my passion is really the creative side of things.
If you have a passion, go for it.
Okay, then I guess I'll come
That's
back to the
another
music.
thing that I want to focus on.
Oh, please do tell. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't have any specifics
yourself.
right now, but like I would love to focus in on something that I'm super passionate about.
Or have like a passion.
Like even I'm so interested in like businesses and all that stuff. Like I would love to like have my own business at some point. And
You do have a passion. Finance.
Yeah.
That's a passion,
Yeah.
I hope. Right?
Yeah.
Sales is mine.
Finance and
Do you
accounting.
believe that?
No, yeah, I really enjoy it, but I know that's not going to be my thing forever because like my goal is to become a CPA.
So it's a hobby.
And like I'll do that for a while, but then I think that there's other things that like I could chase and like be really great at.
Like professional things or personal things?
Like both. Like I feel like both are intertwined with each other, but I think there's like professional things.
Wine? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that does.
How do you not know
Yeah.
what that does?
I haven't done a podcast in a long time.
Oh.
I know this one says a really strong word.
Oh, I thought people like edit
Oh.
that in.
You do add that in. I added that one in, just trying stuff out. But all of these are like by
Don't
default.
click it.
Don't get us
We want to keep
canceled.
this one PG.
Dude.
Yeah, we are
Right?
keeping this one PG.
What is
So about passions, like I can talk about this all day.
Yeah, I know
I'm
you
sorry,
can.
but I like.
My life changed when I found my passion, I think.
She spoke
What's
to the
your
camera.
passions?
My life changed
My-
when I found my passion.
What's your passion?
I, over the summer, found that I am very passionate for sales. I
You're
love
really great at it.
love to be a saleswoman. That's what I love.
This woman sold me on a
that-
$350 pair of
Sit.
sunglasses.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I would say you're pretty good at it too.
I am very passionate, like, talking to people and, like, not winning them over, because that sounds weird, but, like, the satisfaction I get from closing a sale is, like, unmatched.
The satisfaction
There
of
is-
getting close in the cell is unmatched.
It's
You
unmatched.
do not hear that statement from regular people.
Yeah, dude, I love sales.
She's speaking. I think she's selling. This
Like,
some of
it's
this
just,
time.
it's so fun. It's
Oh
what
my God.
I'm happy doing it. I just think right now my life revolves around it.
Some of this time.
And
It's
this is not a
Pretend,
pen.
pretend it's a pen and sell it to me.
pretend it's a lip gloss.
Yeah, I'm gonna
because
pretend
it
it's
is
a
a
lip
lip
gloss.
gloss.
Guy, how are you gonna sell it? To
Let
me?
me sell this
that's
lip gloss. This is my lip gloss. It's called I Ole Henriksen. I love Ole Henriksen.
She's a master at work right now.
And my
Yeah,
sister
why?
recommended this to me. And I peel my lips a lot. That's like an anxious thing I do. This has helped a lot restore my lips because they're always dried, cracked, especially during these winter times. It's only about $20, but it's life-changing. And it's strawberry flavored, and it has a little pink tint to it. So it gives your lips a good shimmery feeling. Let me go ahead and apply it for you guys.
Oh, great.
It comes out of a little hole.
Wow. I'm sold. I don't know about you, but
You know what sold
got me.
The passion I'm speaking about it.
Yeah.
I actually just said it to
no,
you.
people love when you're
Dude.
passionate about something.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
dude.
I felt
Like, they're
so
on your
good seeing you
team.
do that because it's like, I might be, you know what? No, this is straight up how I saw it. I saw you switch from just
Oh.
to lock in, be like, yo, this is what I do for real here.
Let me get serious.
It's like it was crazy because you were looking at the camera and I was like, oh wow, this is you can really appreciate this person a lot more now.
I inspire you guys to find a passion, something that gets you excited. Like, that was exciting for me.
I am so happy that you got to do that.
I'm going to put you guys down as a referral for the jobs I'm applying for, so make sure to
Perfect.
put this in, please.
And I'll talk about how we sat on a podcast and you sold
Yeah.
that.
You know how
to
many
me.
hats you wear by being in things like this? Oh, what are you doing? So I'm a musician / artist. I'm a host of a podcast. You can say all that in any resume for you guys. Like, oh yeah, I am a co-host on this podcast.
I'm going to add this on my resume.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, proof.
Yeah.
That's insane,
That is insane.
dude. I love when you're expressing your passion and you zone out
Yeah.
and you're like,
I was in a different world for a second.
dude, when I play guitar.
Kind of finding a passion for this camera.
I am
Uh-oh.
too. You know what? Let me tell you, like, you know how I talked about how public speaking is
Yes.
really hard for me? This is actually such a great experience for me.
Right?
Sitting down and just talking to you guys and not being worried about, like, what people are going to think or, like, how they're going to take what we're saying. It's so good.
I feel like I'm gaining confidence right now.
Yes, exactly.
It
Right?
is what it is.
Like, and we were nervous. We were
Yes.
sitting here
Mhm.
nervous
Yep.
to do this.
Just more than nervous.
Had the jitters.
Yeah. And, like, it makes you feel good.
You just do it. It's serious, but it's really just simple. Just be exactly who you are the best at being yourself.
I have a topic to discuss.
Oh,
because
please.
this recently got brought up. I don't know where.
Okay.
Because you're talking about how you're so comfortable in front of the camera. You just said, just do it. Nature versus nurture. This talent and skill of yours, is it nature or nurture? Oh, wait, do you know? Okay, yeah. Nature or nurture? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Nature.
Yeah.
I do understand where you're going. That's
Can I make a
great
prediction?
question, yeah.
I feel like it's nature for you.
Oh, why
What do you
say
think
it?
so? Oh, I say it because
Let's just make it clear. You talk about my passion for music.
just for like speaking, like
Oh,
honestly,
okay.
like
Just being
this,
out.
like
Okay.
this right now. Yeah, I feel like for you it's nature because you're so. I don't know actually. Why do I think
It's
that?
natural.
It feels like it's natural coming from you. What do you think, Sophie?
I don't
You met me
really
for a
know
while now.
because I think you like grew up very different than us, and I think that partly comes from like you grew up in the DR and then you came here, and I think like you have to have like a certain level of confidence coming here, and then being able to like express yourself. I don't
Try
know.
to.
And try
'Cause
to.
For 2 years, you're like,
Yeah, like, and like now looking at you, like you are fully yourself. Like you are 100% who you are, and like you're very confident in the person that you've become.
okay. Everything's still recording. Let me just change the battery real quick.
Okay.
What?
Here, I'm gonna move.
Did it just cut?
The battery died, so I'm gonna.
Are we still on the thing?
Yeah, you guys.
Are we being
Our,
recorded or no?
the audio.
Yeah, our voice is
Oh,
still
it's not
on.
gonna cut out. Uncut.
So
you
yeah,
getting
this is
comfortable?
uncut, guys. 30.
30 minutes. Hold on. Let me get comfortable. Oh, hey,
Yeah, no, this was good. Now I can like
Yeah.
fix.
I adjusted earlier a little bit.
Yeah. How do I look, Santa?
Good.
Dude,
I look normal?
Yep.
I kind of like this pillow
I
thing.
can't
It's
really
good for
see.
my arm.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
what I put mine
It is
on.
good, yeah.
Mhm. Did you copy me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm all about copying.
Love.
I like to see what you're doing, and then I'm like, let me do that just better. Just kidding.
Ouch. What were we saying?
You were talking about like moving
All right,
from the.
so tell us, nature or
Yeah.
nurture?
Tell us. I told.
Oh,
I
you.
told.
But do you think is nature?
I think that's tough to say because, like,
That's a good question.
what I was getting at was
That is
that like, the way you grew up was different, very different than the way I grew up and the way Zaina grew up.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily know if that's like came from something like how your parents were, or
It's nurtured.
really
It's definitely nurtured. Because
why do you think
because-
so?
if it would have been natural, I would have been consistently confident from not knowing English to knowing English. But I wasn't confident. I only gained confidence in 2021, and I came here in 2018.
That's when we met. I think.
I had
Same.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I had so many, and we probably only met because I was able to just.
Yeah, and I never. I don't have any memory of you not being confident.
Me neither.
Yeah,
From the day I met
I've
you.
only met y'all because I was able to just like, yo, you know what, bro? Hello, we're cool.
Think about how many like friendships and relationships you would have missed out on if you were in your head and not confident about. Like you could.
That's a
have
lesson
been,
for people to learn.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you could have.
None of this would have happened. I would have never done music.
Yeah.
I would have never done
Yeah,
anything
that's
artistic.
true.
That's why I feel like it's nurtured.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that.
Because it came from that. Like it didn't. I didn't wake up one day. I wanna do music and literally talk on a language that I just learned.
Are your parents really outgoing?
No, my dad is actually really shy. My dad is shy in English, literally the way it sounds, because he is a very educated man
Yeah.
when it comes to Spanish and in general. But because English is a second language and he's been here for like 8 years and he's older, that means he wasn't able to absorb it the way that I did. Because I had high school work, he only had
Yeah.
work, and like everybody spoke Spanish. Anyways, you can tell his shyness when if y'all meet him, he's gonna like he's so cute. He's gonna be nice and all that, but you can tell that he's trying his best to speak English. My mom is more outgoing, but I didn't see like a picture in my house where people were outgoing.
Yeah.
My sister was really shy. My youngest sister is not shy, but that's all nurture. She was shy at some point. I just met people that were so themselves that I couldn't help but to be like, I wanna like, you are so cool. Like, I'm missing out on so much. You dress that way. You just don't care. What? And one day I was just like, screw that, bruh. And I just it just broke out. It just happened. Like, oh no, like I have a lot of acne. It's not that bad. Everybody goes
Yeah.
to like, you're 15. What do you expect to
Yeah,
have?
That's true.
Like, oh, like I don't know, like, I'm not sure how to say these words. It doesn't matter. They don't know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't, like, you are the way you are, and that makes you cool. And when it comes to these passions, I've always been like really fond of music. Never crossed my mind once to make it whatsoever.
Oh.
And then coming here and learning English, you remember Eric?
Yep.
He wanted to just rap. He was like, I want to do a song. And I actually was learning how to like do the mix and stuff. And I was like, you can come to my house. I think I can do it. And I was just a producer for that time. And then I was like, are you using this beat? Nah, like you can use it. I'm like, all right. I made one song and I was like, yo, this is so fire. And I just kept doing it.
Damn.
And at some point, I made a song that was really good, like objectively good. And I was like, it literally clicked. It was like, oh my, this is amazing. And I used to be passionate about photography when we first met. I was not doing music when we first met.
Yeah.
I was really passionate about photography. I bring my camera everywhere. And every passion that I have always had, and this is, I don't know if this is luck or what it is, every passion that I've always had complements each other so well. I do music. I need content. I also do videography.
Oh, I see.
I need
Yeah.
album covers. I also do photos. Oh, I want to do a podcast. I have all the microphones and audio tech in the world. Oh, wait, but I need light. I used to do photography. I have the light. That's insane.
That is.
Say I would have picked a hobby like cars. You would have had to start from anywhere. This all cost a large amount of money, but I didn't spend it all just to do it. Like I first bought the camera, then I first bought the mics, like little by little, and it all amounts. But the fact that I can cross my hobbies makes my passions so much easier and comfortable to
Oh
do.
yeah.
It
Ooh.
does not get better than that.
I think that happens to like a lot of people who are passionate about one thing is like it starts to unlock other areas
It really
where
does.
you can excel.
It really does.
That
I
is
didn't know I was
very
passionate
true.
about singing. Jake Cabral, he told me one time, he is a way better singer than he is top 3 most talented people I know. Like he is insane. He just doesn't show it as much, but he is insane. He told me one time, dude, I admire the fact that you can sing anything to anyone at any time, anywhere. And I was just like, I think it's cool how that's noticed. I was like,
That is cool.
it just felt cool to come from somebody that I know is better than me at that. I was like, dude, you should do the same thing. Just do it. Like the world is literally yours. And singing, you just like you did with your cell stuff. When I'm doing a song, you seeing somebody logged in on what they love doing is life changing. If you have gone to a concert and like where the artist is absolutely ride or die with their art and so passionate about it, or seeing a salesman go crazy and bring crazy points, or if you're like passionate about law and you see a lawyer killing it, ironic, it just like, even if you don't share the same passion, you can't help but to feel so emotional because it's like that person really found who they are and they're
Right.
doing it so openly and beautifully. It's like, oh my God, I want to feel whatever he's feeling. Like whatever you're on, I want it. So seeing Zena right now, like literally made me be like, wow, that's sick. You just do it.
Happy I can do that for you guys. Anytime.
You should see Sophie golfing and playing soccer.
Facts.
What?
Sophie's an inspiration.
Playing soccer or golfing?
Golf.
Are you good at golfing?
Golfing?
She is good. I'll
She's
answer for
very
her.
humble.
No. There's things I could work on.
Like all of us.
There's always
can.
things to
Yeah.
work on. Yeah.
Humble people, man.
I definitely could. We should go golfing. I think that'd be good.
She has a passion. Skiing. How could we forget?
I can see forget.
The best
Yeah.
teacher for skiing. Literally.
I love skiing.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list.
That reflects.
That's another
off her.
thing. Like, I'll go skiing alone.
Oh, so that's really your
That's
thing.
a slay.
It's so fun.
Like nobody can break you from there. Like that's you.
No. I wish
How
I
do you
could
feel
go
doing it?
more. Like, it just like clears your mind so much.
Some people have a passion for running. And it
That's
is
how I
the
feel
same
about pickleball.
Yeah. We played pickleball together this summer.
Yeah, we did.
We played in a little league.
Beginner league.
thing. That's crazy.
Sana did
I'm a-
really good. I did really bad.
No, you did not. It was a beginner league.
Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna need more of that
Yeah.
ASAP.
Dude, who should
Ooh,
we
in
have
Boston.
I think
Is
you
this a
should have us
continuous
back.
thing?
Like, I'll come
Oh,
back
this is-
home on a weekend to keep doing
Same.
this.
No, definitely.
I'm down.
I'm so excited to clip this up.
We should have a guest. We should have a guy. Get the POV of another guy
I know.
on these topics.
I want to see what people are struggling
right?
with and
'Cause
how we can all.
You're a
solve it.
mature
Yeah.
guy, but like, I feel. I don't want to be controversial. I feel like there are less guys than girls with this
Oh.
mindset.
100%.
100%.
Right.
I believe so.
Yeah. Like, I'm more likely to meet another girl with the same mindset as
Yeah.
us. So let's get a guy.
No,
on here.
I'm having troubles finding just like people in general.
Same.
Yeah, it
all
doesn't
the
matter who
time.
it is. Like,
I feel like
Human.
you girls click easier with each other for you to realize that they're mature. Guys, we tend to like have looks and looks and looks, and then it turns to whatever. And then
'Cause
it
you
turns,
guys
you know
are
what I mean?
weird.
Just
Because, oh my
slower.
God, how you have a thing
you're
to
less,
listen. And then
yeah,
it's like,
you're less like open.
Yeah.
But honestly, like people with like a really great mindset sometimes are quieter.
That's true.
Like
That's
you have
such
to
a
really
crazy point.
listen. And like I think like the best thing like you could have is like being able to read someone quick and like pick up
Oh,
on
she's spitting
emotional intelligence by other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how I like met that other friend that I was talking about. It was just like we just started talking and talking,
Yeah.
talking, and then
meet this guy.
it's like
We should have him next.
Facts.
Yeah, for real.
I need to drive all the way there.
Yeah, we'll
A
do a little
podcast
pod
at-
at
Yeah, we have these
school.
mics. We can literally do this outside.
Oh, no way.
You got yeah. We should
we
do
go
it.
out in
We should plan
public?
like a little Rhode Island. You guys come to Rhode Island and we do
Down.
another pod.
Road trip.
A road trippy?
Yeah.
A roadie?
I'm good.